Hey everyone, it's me, that Yugioh player. Welcome back to another video. This is a new area desk because I'm finally back in college. So today I really want to make an update list. Today I want to give you all an update for my True Draco deck. So the reason I want to make an update because I added something in the deck which is actually makes it kind of cool, kind of unique. And B, this is like my updated list because a couple months ago there was down South Florida was a regional. I went to attend it and I finished in 42nd place with True Draco with X3 record. The only decks I had problem with was Cash because I could never, punish Cash and Casheteer enough. I always get punished myself, and I lost I think with Soul, which is, I didn't know the deck by then because I was just too busy in college. So yeah, I just want to give you an update before the video. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. So first off, we start with the True Draco stuff. So we have the 2 copies of Mattresses, the 3 copies of Dynamite Fighter, and the 3 copies of Ignis. So nothing too same ratio, I believe. Maybe I took out one more Mattresses to play the 2-3-3-3 because Mattresses is your searcher for True Dracos, which I'm playing 2 others. And True Draco Dynamite can search you your traps or put the traps on the field. And Ignis Heat is your spell searcher or put spells on the field whenever your opponent activates a card, doesn't matter what kind. Yeah, every time when my opponent used a card effect, I was like, okay, chain. I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, yes, because whenever you use a card effect, I can place or add a True Draco card, specific type. But yeah, it was kind of cool. It was kind of funny when you see the opponents. Like, I was like, oh, you're playing this deck? What the heck? Next, here's the one new card I'm playing. I'm playing Yugioh, the Shadowfire Monarch. The reason I'm playing this card because it's actually not that bad, I think. Because you can tribute summon by tributing 1 monster your opponent controls or 1 monster you control. So pretty much it's like a Stormfront, but you got to tribute 1 monster from your side because it is a level 10. Or it is like higher than level, it's higher level 7. Also, if I tribute a monster with 8 or higher, I can apply the effect by banishing 1 card on the field. If it's a fire dark, it can burn like 200 times 200 depends the level and rank. So yeah, it's like nothing too crazy here. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's another way to removal, and yeah, I kind of like it. I think it's really underrated. Next is so we're out of the monster picture now, but here's my drawing power. So we have the 3 copies of Time Tiering, 3 copies of Duality, the 1 Upstart, and 1 Card of Demise. So I'm not playing the extra deck format because I'm doing the Domain package in this deck. So, I'm playing Domain the Monarch overall because you just got control of Tribute Summon Monster where you have no extra deck and, your opponent can't use their extra deck, which is kind of cool. So overall, Time Tiering was amazing. Drawing 2 cards and giving me an extra normal summon was great because it helped me out so much. Because I did play against like 3 other Casheteer players, and I beat one of them because they couldn't kill me because I had like all my stuff set up and everything. All I just had to do is draw the right card, and he couldn't kill me or anything. So I just kept drawing and getting to the point I can match him, and yeah, that's how I won it. The Duality was perfect too, in my opinion, because it helped me finding the cards I needed to add it to my hand, and yeah. And Upstarts to draw 1 while my opponent's gain 1,000, and Demise is draw 3, but in turn, you got to discard the rest of your cards, and you can't special summon, and your opponent can't take any damage. So it was just like whatever. So like if you have that in turn 1, it's amazing. But if you draw into it, it's not that bad. Next I play Cosmic Cyclones. I did not play this before. I'm glad I do now because this helps me out a lot, I should say, even though I do play a handful of Floodgates on myself, but it's just, I think the thing is for me, my deck can somewhat die if I don't have Anti-Spell destroyed, if I'm going second, and playing this would be great because I can quick effect, quick spell card, destroy the anti-spell, or anything that can make me cause harm for me, maybe like Casheteer Birth and stuff like that, but yeah. But this is a good removal because I did not have any. Like the only way I could have removal is the True Draco spell card. So yeah. Next is the Monarch Stormfront. Oh man, I played this a few times. People got mad at me when I played it because I played this in tribute to a monster because they think it's a target. It's not a target. It's not like sold exchange like the old DM era like Kaiba has. But no, this one is just, you know, it's a quick spell card. You can play it, then tribute one of your opponent's monsters to play out your True Draco monster. I remember this too because it was during my opponent's turn. They had I forgot what card they had. They had a big monster, big problematic card. I think it was against Bestial Dragon Links, which I beat. So they had that. I had there only could be one in the summon limit. And my other face down was a True Draco trap card because their other effect is quick effect. You can, before I had the word quick effect, you can tribute summon a True Draco monster during your opponent's turn. So what I did is chain one the trap card to tribute summon and chain two this. Then I tribute their monster and they got mad, which is pretty funny. And actually that's how I won that match. Here's my only copy of Domain. Nothing to say here. It's just to lock out my opponent's extra deck. I would love to play maybe one more copy, but the thing is, it's kind of a brick, and I might have to play like more True Draco monsters because there's like maybe a few others are actually kind of, you know, under the radar. But so far, I don't know. I think playing the one of is kind of good for me. I played the one copy of Terraforming because it can search Domain and Dragonic Diagram, so nothing to say here. So here's my True Draco spell cards, my ratios for those. It was 1 copy of Diagram, 2 copies of Disciples, and 3 copies of Heritage. Heritage, I think this was like maybe MVP for me because there's a couple plays that I sent at least 2 or 3 True Draco cards, and I activate this to draw 2 to 3 cards, which is amazing. And also for the spell cards, it gives me an extra tribute summon to tribute summon a True Draco monster if I don't really need them as far as I feel. Because to be honest, like with this, if I open with this with a True Draco monster, I just immediately just send it to the graveyard because it does pop a spell and trap when they both leave on the graveyard. And this one's like a Pile of Avarice with this True Draco card, so hey, you can just like, you know, get those cards back. Diagram is great. Because when I activated, they didn't really didn't know what they do. It's not a cost when you destroy a card on the field or in your hand. You just get to destroy and search, so that's really good and strong. And for the protection sake, I think I didn't have to really use much of the protection side of it with Diagram, but I remember doing a lot of searches and it was great. Next off, we have the True Draco draft cards, which I play 1 Return and 3 Apocalypse. I could maybe play another Return, but as right now, I think playing the one of for now is good enough because this is a 40 card deck right now. Maybe if I could put another one in there and maybe put more True Draco names in there, maybe I would put 2. But as right now, this is a perfect ratio in my opinion. Apocalypse was amazing. It saved my butt a handful of times by permanently cutting monsters' attack in half and getting over with my bigger monsters. But yeah, it's so great. It's so good. Next is like this, I guess my Floodgate. So I play, 2 anti-spells, 2 summon limits, and 2 rivalries. Since my True Dracos are a bunch of worm monsters, so that's why I play it. Even though the Monarch monster is a Prio, doesn't really hurt me that much because I'm gonna be testing this out. Doesn't hurt me that much because plus, you know, True Dracos are big beat sticks. And B, I can just tribute this off to summon one of my True Dracos and maybe use the Monarch monster for another turn. Or maybe play just anything like that. I think it's a good trap card for my deck. Anti-spells save my butt a lot too because, I'm playing against really powerful spell cards and putting this on the field and, removing my Heritage or my Disciples to pop their spells or traps is great. Summon Limit destroyed a lot of decks that time. I beat down with Pride Pronk, Sprite, and Bestial Dragon Link, which is insane. But yeah. Next is my personal side deck. Again, it's personal and it's nothing too crazy. It's just more like a go on first or second engine build. I don't really play any hand traps, even though I could play 15 card hand traps in this. but I just choose not to because I don't want to draw into them if I'm drawing into the spell card. Or maybe I should just replace the spell card with these sand traps. But I don't know. But right now, these are my side, which is the 1 copy Change of Heart is take over a monster and for the turn and stuff like that. This was happening during game 1. I think it's like round 2 or game 1, round 2. I played Change of Heart to take their Arise Heart, beat it over on one of his monsters, get like 3 overlay units because this was banished, and use it to face down banish one of their cards. Then after that, tribute it off for a True Draco, which is pretty funny. 2 copies of Lightning Storms, which is, you know, it's a Lightning Storms. It's a more back roll or monster removal. Nothing to see here. I do play 2 copies of Thief Fissure. It works well. Like, this is the only time I play against Pride Punk. We're at the meta that there's not many decks out there. It doesn't really need a graveyard except for like maybe Tier, Dark World, and some other stuff coming down. Well, I guess Adventure Synchron coming up. But I just think this was a great card, a great addition. That's how I did beat the Pride Punk deck because they couldn't really do anything, and I just, you know, slowly just killed them. And yeah. I played 2 Judgments. I would probably like to play a 3rd one because this trap card was so good. It didn't help me in one match against the Cash player because his hand was like extremely cracked when I played him. But it's, again, doesn't matter. But I enjoyed this trap card. It did help me out a lot. Next, I have 2 copies of D-Barrier. Again, this helped me a lot too because, you know, I can just call it Xyz Fusions or Synchros, because I'm not playing an extra deck, doesn't really hurt me. Maybe if I could play a True Draco extra deck thing, but I'll probably play Pod Extravs and change up the deck. I don't know yet. But yeah, this one helped me out a lot, so nothing to see here. I'm also playing Imperial Iron Wall, so because it was Cash, like, really needs that banishing area. I think playing Imperial Iron Wall is good because you make a Rise Heart just a 3k beat stick. You make Fenrir, like all the Cash monsters is turned to beat sticks, I guess you'd say. And I can definitely don't have a problem with that. It's just their effects are just the way, that's the reason they killed me. And I think Imperial Iron Wall is really good. Next is Evilly Matched. Evilly Matched just cleared their board, nothing to see. And I play 2 copies of their own QB1. So I can just replace these with Rivalry if I want to. Even though, you know, my monsters are worms, they could hurt me. But it doesn't really matter because I think only having 1 at a time is, like, perfect as it is. Because, you know, they're, like, you know, strong beat sticks. Like 25, 24, and 2300 attack is pretty strong. And included with the new Monarch monster with 3k. It's, you know, it doesn't matter. I don't really care if I only have to control at least 1 of my monsters. It just stops my opponents from going crazy. That's all. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a really good time. You know, I just got back to school. Well, I'm not starting school until, you know, in a couple of weeks. I'm doing some orientation training. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the update of this video. And I'll see y'all next time. Leave a like, share, and subscribe, and make some comments, or ask me what could we make this deck a little better, or maybe should I try the extra deck. I don't know, who knows. I really want to keep updating this deck and see how y'all think about this deck. Tune in next time. Later.